Well, hi everybody. I happen to be in Taipei, Taiwan right now on her few days visit, and I wanted to do a video about sightseeing in Taipei. I'm going to go around to a number of different famous tourist spots here in Taipei. Right now I'm at the Shek Memorial Square, which is one of the most popular tourist spots in Taipei. There's a lot of stuff right here. We've got, just right here on my right, we have the National Theater, which is in the square. I'll zoom in here and take a look at the National Theater. And if we come back over to the left, we can see the National Concert Hall, which is over here. That is the National Concert Hall. So now I'm going to go take a look at the actual Shanghai Shek Memorial Hall, and we're going to take a look at the changing of the guard, which happens every hour on the hour. This is the Shanghai Shek Memorial Hall. It's one of the most significant structures here in Taipei. They're doing a lot of construction around here, so I can't really get an angle from the front. But I'm going to go up those stairs and see the inside of the hall. If you're sightseeing in Taipei, you're most likely going to visit the 101 building. Now, the 101 building was completed in 2004, and at the time it was the tallest building in the world. Well, it isn't the tallest building anymore, it's now number 4, but that's still pretty tall. Well, the 101 building is a major symbol of Taipei, and it goes up, wow, 101 stories, right? The 101 building, look at this thing. One of the highest buildings I've ever been in, that's for sure. Well, I haven't been in it yet, but I'm going to go up there right now, and we're going to check it out. There's a big shopping mall in the first few floors of Taipei 101. It's huge!
Please look at the monitors indicating flow, high speed, and time. 各位貴賓，我們抵達89樓。お客様、89階でございます。We have arrived at the 89th floor.
Now let's just enjoy these views of Taipei. It's a little hazy out there. It could be worse though. Most of the people in Taipei seem to own scooters. Now they have certain rules for scooters. Like, see those guys there in that box? They're there for a specific reason. They're actually trying to turn left, but they can't do it from the main road, so they have to get over and get in that little box. That's called the left turn box. Now here everybody goes. It's a madhouse. I'm now at the Longshan Temple in Taipei. I think this is the most famous temple in Taipei, or one of the most famous ones, certainly. Okay, where I'm staying here in Taipei for 4 nights is right over here in this hotel. It's called the Hotel 73. That's right, the Hotel 73. You know, I like their logo because they've got the word hotel and the 73 all strung together in the same word, which is pretty cool. So it's called Hotel 73. It's a budget hotel. I'm not going to do a review on this hotel. But I just wanted to show it to you, and it's a decent enough place, and it's good for a few nights. Today I'm at the National Palace Museum in Taipei. This is probably the best museum to visit in all of Taiwan, actually. It contains a great collection of Chinese antiquities, most of which were brought over here from mainland China after the revolution in 1949. No photography was allowed inside the museum. I'm now visiting the National Dr. Yat-Sen Memorial Hall here in Taipei. In case you don't know who Yat-Sen is, he's the guy that basically put an end to the imperial dynasties in China around 1911, 1912, kind of in that era, and became the first non-imperial leader of China. And I also visited Dr. Sun Yat-sen's house when he lived here in Taipei, oh, I guess about 100 years ago or even before that. Interior photography was prohibited. This is the presidential palace in Taipei, like the equivalent of the White House in the U.S. The interesting thing is it was a building built by the Japanese during the colonial occupation. It's interesting that they still use this building as their presidential palace. It looks like a really interesting building. Unfortunately, it's closed to the public except by special tour arrangement, which I don't have. But it's worth walking by and just taking a look at. This is another famous temple here in Taipei. This is called the Bayeux and Temple. It's a little north of the downtown area. So let's take a look at this temple. Hey, the Confucian Temple is right next door, so I guess we might as well see that too. Okay, as the sun starts to set over Taipei, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm here in the Peace Park, and there's the Peace Pagoda right in front of us. And it's very close to downtown. You can see downtown Taipei in the background. And I'm going to do a couple of other views right here in the Peace Park, and then we're going to wrap it up for the day. This is the Peace Bell. And with that wraps up 2 days of sightseeing in Taipei. And you never know where destiny will take you next.